Okay, Stallions, here we go. Another story with preterite versus imperfect. Let's look at the modelo. Hace unos años, un gran cambio ocurrió en la vida del señor Peña. And so that says a few years ago, a great change occurred in the life of Señor Peña. It only occurred at that moment where I can't give it away because it's such a surprise where something happened. I will not give it away. Okay, so here we go. Antes de su enfermedad, el señor Peña, we're using ser, un hombre muy ocupado. Before his illness, Mr. Peña was a very busy man. So that's description of his life over a long period of time. We're not sure for how long when the beginning or ending point was, just a description of ongoing. So that's imperfect era. He used to manage a business of electronic appliances. Dirigir is the verb to direct or to manage. He did this for his work on an ongoing basis. We're not sure how long he'd been employed that way, but we know he did it for a long time. He used to manage. There's that used to. So we're going to go with the imperfect. Dirigía is what we're going for there. Dirigía, accent on the I. El pobre señor trabajaba muchísimo. He used to work a lot. We're going to do that in the imperfect as well, because on an ongoing basis, he used to work a lot. Despertarse, to get up at 5:30 in the morning. He used to get up at 5:30 in the morning, like on a daily basis. So that's ongoing. That's imperfect as well. Se despertaba is what we're going for there. Se despertaba. And he never went to bed before midnight. Y nunca se acostaba antes de la medianoche. This should say la medianoche, by the way. That's how we say midnight, middle of the night, medianoche. It's a compound word. This is the verb to go to bed, right, or to lie down. In the imperfect tense, we do not stem change. Notice we didn't stem change despertarse either. Se despertaba, se acostaba. Reflexive verbs, stem changers, but we don't stem change in the imperfect. Or preterite for that matter, unless it's a purple verb. And he used to go to his office every Saturday. Iba, imperfect, a su oficina todos los sábados y a veces también los domingos. Even Sundays he sometimes would go. In the summers, he rarely took vacations. Notice the ongoing nature, the habitual action of him rarely taking vacations. So tomaba, we're doing the imperfect there. Por supuesto, of course, ganarse bien la vida, to earn a good living. Of course, he earned himself a good living working this hard, and that's in the imperfect as well. Se ganaba bien la vida, because for a long time, he was working himself to death and earning a really good living. Se ganaba. Pero no muy contento. He wasn't very happy during this long period of time. We're going with the imperfect there. Estaba. Now, un día, I hope you're feeling a preterite sudden change upon us, right? A preterite interrupter. Un día, that's one of our keywords that tips us off to preterite. Al despertarse, al and an infinitive means upon. And I love it because you do not conjugate the verb after. That's easy. So upon turning in my homework, I took a little break and had some lemonade. Upon sitting down, I immediately fell asleep. So it's a handy expression to use because you don't have to conjugate after it. So anyways, back to the story. Un día al despertarse, he felt, this is the verb to feel, a sharp dolor, pain in his pecho. Okay, he felt it the one time. This is a purple verb, and it's in the he form, doing its purpley change, right? The ira I kind of a change. So this is going to become sintió, S-I-N, like the word sin. Sintió, accent over the O. Sintió un dolor agudo y en el pecho, or not y en el pecho, but en el pecho, in the chest. And he fell to the ground. Okay, you only fall to the ground once. It was sudden, right? Se cayó. It's a reflexive verb, and it's a 3 noisy vowel rule for extra fun. Se cayó, spelled C-A-Y-O, accent over the O. Se cayó al suelo. Me caí, I fell. Te caíste, you fell. Se cayó, él fell. Se cayeron, they fell. Nos caímos, we fell. Extra accents in extra places, and 3 noisy vowel rule. Enseguida, which means right away, his wife called a hospital. Llamó. You only dial the phone once. That rapidly sent, remember enviar is to send. We take envelopes and we mail them or send. So to send over an ambulance, not mail over, in this case it's going to be send. And you only send an ambulance over once. So envió, preterite there. So llamó and envió. Accent on the O's, accents on yo and el, yo and el, yo and el. The doctor that was on call diagnosed it as a heart attack. Un ataque de corazón. Diagnosed it. So diagnosticar is our verb. You only diagnose somebody with something one time. So it's the preterite, and we're going with the she form. Diagnosticó. Diagnosticó with a CO at the end. Accent. It's a Zarkargar, but we're not in yo form, so it doesn't really matter to us. Diagnosticó. And no, it doesn't say and. It just says, and why did I say and again? Mr. Peña didn't die. Yay, bravo. No se murió. This is a purple verb on your preterite chart, and it's doing its purpley change, O to U. No se murió. No se murió. But he had to stay in the hospital for 2 whole months. Notice it tells us exactly how long he had to stay in the hospital. So that's very precise. So we're going with the preterite here. Tuvo. Okay. Now I'm just going to let you in on a little secret. A lot of native speakers would say tenía here, and I would accept that for full credit as well. Better answer is tuvo, in my opinion, because it's precise with 2 months. This is one, though, that I would take it either way. It's not a big deal. Both are correct. Native speakers wouldn't even think twice if someone said it tuvo versus tenía. It would sound just as good to them. Okay, la médica the doctor said. You only say something once. So we're doing the preterite here. It's a pink eye blue jay. So dijo, no accent. There's a big, thick coat of paint, of blue paint, and a big, thick coat of pink paint. So double reason for no accent. She said that he had to change his lifestyle, su modo de vida, y descansar más. Okay, now this right here is something called indirect discourse, because we're quoting what someone said without actually using quotes. See this que? That's going to tip you off to indirect discourse when you're paraphrasing what someone said. Notice there's no actual quotes. It doesn't say the doctor said, comma quotes, change your lifestyle. It says the doctor said that he had to change his lifestyle. So she didn't go up to him and say that you have to change your lifestyle. She said, change your lifestyle. This is indirect discourse, indirect quoting. So we always use the imperfect with that. Tenía que cambiar su modo de vida y descansar más. Don't worry about the indirect discourse thing. If we were in real school together, we would spend more time on this indirect discourse. Just think to yourself, if it said that, she said that, it's going to be called indirect discourse, and that's going to take the imperfect. Okay, upon leaving the hospital, remember that al is upon? Hey, there it is again. Upon leaving the hospital, el señor sold, vender is to sell, like a vending machine sells things and vendors sell things, sold his empresa, his business. You only sell something once, it's going to be preterite, vendió, accent on the O. And then we're going to move over to this last one. He bought himself a villa on the ocean shore, on the edge of the ocean, on the sand, in other words. He bought himself. Well, you only buy yourself something once. So we're going to do preterite, se compró. This is a reflexive verb. He bought himself. Se compró una villa a la orilla del mar. Hey, that rhymes. And now, y ahora, trabaja menos. And now he works less. Gana menos dinero, pero goza de la vida. He works less money, but he enjoys life. And then this is just a little thing that says donate blood. It helps save lives. I don't know why that stamp is on there, but it's true. If you ever get to donate blood when you're 18 or 16, I think you only have to be 16, Do it, folks. I've done it many times. There's nothing like that feeling in the world after you've donated blood. You feel like you've helped people, and you may yourself need blood donation one day in life. So anyways, chicos, gracias for playing along the Predator versus Imperfect game. Ciao.